Because Web2 is a new form of communication, a new form of interaction in communities, that it's a new era for companies with brands. They've gone down the normal mainstream where they used to do a lot of advertising on TV, and yes, you still capture a huge market. But the reality of moving forward and the way technology is moving is that brands have to start having this control. They have a control to their brand, which is understandable, but it's about letting go and giving it a bit more to the users now.
I think with social networking, a whole new foray of advertising is started. You can create custom groups, and you could take over the background of the website, which MySpace does for movie launches all the time. So it's a new element of advertising. People can, if Nike has a group on our website, fans of Nike go to the group and write blogs about it, add them as friends. That gives Nike access to communicate to these people, build a little database, with email database. So it's very powerful.
Instead of trying to reinvent the wheel, and that's where a lot of brands go wrong with it. For example, Microsoft might say, we want to get into the social media space, so let's set up social.microsoft.com and ask users to come there. And that's not the answer. The answer is to go to existing communities, go to people on the ground, in the communities, the people that are controlling the technologies, and merge, as Jerry was saying, merge minds and merge brand cohesiveness and let people get involved.
What the internet has done to the media industry as a whole is it's converted from an exclusive monologue to an inclusive dialogue. So where before publishers were saying, read my content, I will tell you what's going on, it's moving around to blogs coming apart where actually a student in his bedroom can be a media company. And that's phenomenally powerful. You look at CNN, just launched iReporter, where users can actually film on their cell phone live events, live as they happen, as a tsunami hits the shores of Kenya. You can upload that into CNN, and you get live, cutting edge reporting, and that's a very powerful thing from a media perspective. So it's amazing how it's really flipped it around, where now the consumer is really king, and also content is king. Content, localized and relevant content, is king.
Content is king. It's like that's the main thing. If you provide quality content, and also like what blogging does in most cases is it gives you a better perspective of the author and what they're like, and if the people like what you write and you provide them with quality content, your blog will succeed. It doesn't have to be pretty, it doesn't have to have all the functionality. You can use just the plain default blog setup, for example, with nothing added. And if you write in quality and people find it entertaining or the information there valuable, they will return.
We seem to be running local content, local competitions, local sponsors, and it's a local transition from online to offline as well. So if we're running with Smirnoff, if we're running an event competition, people are offline taking photos and videos, they're uploading those to Zupi, and then they're winning a prize that happens offline again, like a trip overseas or a trip to a concert sponsored by Smirnoff or something like that. So yes, it's ease of use, it's innovation.
I think usability is a big thing, and also it's quite obviously easier to connect with people via social media. Through social networking, you see a face, you see a name, you click, there's the connection, and it's obvious where your content is being syndicated to. You make an announcement on your Facebook or MySpace wall, and immediately your friends are going to be notified. Where it's your blog, you don't necessarily know who all your subscribers or your readers are unless they comment.
Product placement with well-known people in the social media space.
Seeding.
Yeah. So for example, hey, give them free stuff and they'll talk about it. Like especially with bloggers, like my friend Mike Stockford said, bloggers love t-shirts, and that's very true. Send me a t-shirt. I'm like, hey, I just got a t-shirt. Like yesterday, the grid actually sent me a t-shirt, and it's a pretty cool, unbranded. Just got it's an orange t-shirt with a smiley face. But I am going to write about it because I'm actually going to talk about the brand, because the brand is non-existent on the product they sent me.
There's also a place for things like post-roll video ads, which we're now experimenting with, so that once somebody's watched a video, they can watch your ad if it's enticing enough and engaging enough. And once somebody's listened to a podcast, they could listen to a radio ad that you're running at the time.
People that aren't doing well or not doing well is, companies that are not embracing social networking, people that are not embracing online advertising, not blogging. We sit down with advertisers all the time, and they're always scared to advertise online. No, we don't know about this advertising online.
But one of the guys think they're doing like an awesome job is South African tourism, because they're doing some heavy things online right now.
You definitely have to embrace mobile. The mobile needs to be an addition to your main website. Maybe streaming down, slimmed down content versions onto the mobile, like text and stuff. On Blueworld, you can go to m.blueworld.co.za and you can surf all the users' blogs and a trimmed down version. You can update your status, check instant messages and reply. And then what we found is huge on mobile is weather, sports, news and horoscopes.